we're recording. Do I have anything in my teeth? I think I'm okay. All right. I'm gonna sit you right there. Hello, guys. Happy New Year. I can't believe it's 2026. What do you mean? I've been living in Melbourne for a year and a half now, which is wild, but I absolutely love it here. Like, everything about it, it's just exceeded all my expectations. I still feel like a bit of a tourist here. But first, I actually want to start with my vision board for 2025 and talk through a couple of the things that I achieved and what I didn't achieve. So I'm going to put up on the screen here. This was my vision board. So when I make it on Canva. I use images all from Pinterest as my inspiration of what I want to do, achieve, become for the year. And I've been doing this since 2022 now, which is wild. And I feel like personally it does work for me. Some people maybe not, but I'm going to continue doing it because I really love it. And I think it's a really nice way to start the year off, of having some clear ideas and a vision of who you want to become, what you want to achieve, really. I'm thinking this year, I'm like, do I do a physical version and put it on like a canvas? Because I feel like that would be really cool, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. But anyway, let's get into it. So, I need to crack my hip. I don't know if you heard that, but ow. I like to put quotes on my board. So the quotes that I have from last year were get out of bed, do the thing, own your life. The other one I had is act like the person you want to become, which is very fitting because that's something that I've still been reminding myself right now. And the other one that I have is no one can give you what you want but yourself. And for me, I agree. Couldn't be further from the truth with that. The thing I want to say about this vision board is I think that I probably achieved or did 15%, 10% of the things that are on here. I don't think I was super clear when I made this one on what I wanted to do. I'm in a better space going into 2026 with knowing what I want to do and achieve and who I want to become, which is really exciting. So when I start working on my 2026 vision board in the next few weeks and days, I started a little bit today, but I just know what will go on it, whereas these are a bit random. But I had a lot of running, so I had the running shoes and the finish line, and I did do a half marathon actually in October with one of my best friends, and so that's really cool. I have like a little hiking image there, and I did actually want to do an episode of Maddie on the Move, which was a series I started last year, which I love, and I'm going to keep doing it. It's basically, I was trying all different things. I did like adult gymnastics, aerial silks. Recently I did a boxing class, just putting myself in situations and doing activities that I wouldn't normally do. I had hiking on here, and I did message a friend who does a lot of hiking and was like, can we go? We just didn't end up doing it, but we'll definitely really want to do that still in the new year. High Rocks is a big one, and I actually did do it, which I was super proud of because it wasn't until maybe September that I remembered, oh my God, it's on my vision board, because when I set this as my lock screen, it actually cuts off like a top of it. It was on my vision board and I did it, and I'm really proud of myself because it was really freaking hard. I had travel. I'm pretty sure that is either Seoul or Japan up in the top left, and I didn't go overseas traveling, which is okay. I went to Port Douglas with my sister, which was really nice. Just good to have a little getaway. I've got matcha at the bottom, which I did continue drinking matcha a lot more. I do actually have one here. I made it just before. So, love matcha. Tried to get on the coffee bandwagon. Couldn't do it. That's okay. I don't need another thing to like right now. I have books down the bottom. Did not read as much as I wanted to read, to be honest. We've got some gym weights. Definitely did very, very well with my training in 2025 in terms of my strength training. I didn't have like specific goals that I wanted to like hit PBs or, do any events or competitions like Turf Games or what's another one? Like a CrossFit competition. I didn't have any goals like that, but I was able to maintain a lot of my strength throughout the year just by doing a gym program. I stuck to one gym program for about, 16 weeks, maybe 18 weeks. And then did a high rocks training block. That was really good. Then focused a little bit on my running. Then I slowed down a bit with all my training and I took a break. And I was feeling really lost, but I wanted to maintain my strength because feeling strong is just like, it's such an empowering feeling. Like, I love feeling strong in the gym. And I ended up talking to one of our trainers at Kick, Danny, and he was like, let me write you a program. So I've been doing a program from him recently. I even just do a Kick App session every now and then when I want to just do something ad hoc in the gym. But yeah, I'm really happy that I maintained my strength. Like, I think at the end of 2024, I was doing 100 kilo squats for 6 reps, I want to say. And at the end of 2025, I was able to do 100 kilo squat for 3 reps. And that was without doing like consistent training blocks through the second half of the year. So very happy with that. Then we have some homemade pizza. That looks fun. Like a little house, I don't know, it looks like a little girls' night, and some cooking. The cooking I definitely did do. The pizza I did not, and the girls' night I did not really. Okay, I take it back. The girls' night, I actually did go to one of my friends' house, Brie, and we did make homemade pizzas, and it's giving this vibe. So I'm actually going to say that I did do that, but I would love to do more of that this year. I've got a little bit of makeup on there too. I loved getting more into my beauty again this year. I feel like when I first started doing YouTube, it was very much full glam, like there was nothing natural about it. But now that I've really found like what I love on my own skin, I've been doing a little bit more of that in terms of makeup and beauty and sharing that type of makeup. Looks like the markets, definitely went to the markets. The two kind of rogue ones on here I'd say are the piano and the tennis. The tennis I did not do at all. But I do think that that actually kind of ties into the Maddie on the Move series, because I did like gymnastics and I did the aerial silks. So it wasn't specifically tennis, but it was more so like trying things that I wouldn't try. So the piano, I did play the piano a little bit at the start of the year when I was at my sister-in-law's place. They have a piano there and I was like learning how to play a Billie Eilish song, but that was the only time I did that. So, and then I feel like the other one on here, there's like a festival vibe. Did I go to a festival? I don't think I went to a festival. Up the top, we have some hair inspo. That is actually Alex Davidson's hair. I'm obsessed with her and her hair, her content. She's amazing. My goal this year is to get into a hair campaign. So we are manifesting it. It's going to be on my vision board again. The hair is there. I have the hair to do it. We are going to make it happen. And then below that, it looks like some sort of content creation. I don't know what that is, to be honest, to me, and nothing really happened there. Yeah, random. And there's also cinnamon scrolls. Did not make cinnamon scrolls, but would like to make cinnamon scrolls. Okay, so that is 2025. Semi-clear on some things that I wanted to do, but like not really. There are some things that I achieved in 2025 that were not on my vision board, which like I feel like is really good because it's the unexpected things that made that year so good. One of those was I got a promotion at work. I worked really, really hard, I feel, at work, and I enjoy and love my job so much, and I got a promotion, so that was really exciting. I built my community up to 5,000 followers. We're nearly at 6,000 as well, which is so exciting, and I just genuinely love connecting with all of my community. Every day I'll like just be posting stories and they'll reply and I'll just be chatting to them and getting to know them, and I'm even like meeting them in person this year. I went out for dinner last night with one of them and I'm going to be meeting up with one of them tomorrow. So I just really want to bring that in-person connection together rather than just through a screen. So I'm jumping ahead because I'm getting excited talking about the new year. But yeah, in 2025 there were definitely things that weren't on my vision. Actually, wait. Oh my God. You know what, guys? Where is the photo? I did not even acknowledge the 20K. Duh. 20,000 followers. That was a goal of mine. It didn't happen. And I'm okay with it. And one thing about followers that I talk about a lot is that I'm okay when I lose followers. I actually am happy when I lose followers because I go, they're not my people. Like, they're not following me for the right reasons. They don't understand what I'm doing, or I'm not inspiring or empowering them in any sort of way, and that's okay. I'm not going to be for everyone, and that's all good. So that was a goal that, you know, I didn't hit 20,000, but I think I went from like 2,500 to 5,000. So I doubled my followers, which was really nice. And to me, I think like followers, I don't think of them as followers, like it's community. I doubled my community. So loved that, but definitely want to continue growing it in the new year. I've really lately been loving listening to the Mel Robbins podcast. A little bit cliche, I know, but there are just some really good things on there that I've been able to take away, especially going into the new year. And she did an episode and it was 6 questions to ask yourself at the end of the year, and I did it and I wrote them all down. This is my old journal. I am now actually using our new Kik journal, which is so cool. But pretty much the 6 questions are: what were your lowest points? What were the highest points? What did I learn this year? And then what am I going to stop, start, and continue? But some of the lowest points were struggling with food noise and eating, losing a friendship, not getting an exciting opportunity that I thought, was going to change everything for me, and just especially with my content, that didn't go ahead. Just adjusting to change as well, and a few other challenges. But those are some of the things that I'm happy to share. Some of the highest points though, I focused on work a lot, which led to a promotion. I became closer to my people in Melbourne, so like my friends at work, my friend Brie, and then my friends that are sisters, the Rodriguez sisters. I think that I stayed true to myself with the content that I share. I worked with some dream brands, including TBH Skincare, Nimble, Asics, and there are so many more. And I started posting on here again, did my first High Rocks, and ran another half marathon. What did I learn this year? I need to get help about the food noise. We can't change other people. Never assume. That is like the one thing I think that I will just always go back to. If I'm like overthinking something or what someone has done or someone has said, I'm just like never going to assume, because we just never know unless we communicate and talk to them. We're never going to know the situation clear enough. I learned that saying out loud exactly what I want is important. The other thing I wrote is I have the power to change my own life and I want to travel and explore more. The stop, start, and continues I'm not going to go into, but I'll share a couple of my goals for 2026. At the end of last year, I started studying my Cert 3 and 4 in fitness. So I'd love to finish that in 2026, which I will. I know that I'm going to finish it. And the reason that I started studying it is because I started studying it back in 2022. And at the time, I just was not motivated to do it. Like, I knew I wanted to do it, but I just wasn't in the headspace and I didn't finish it. And I love fitness and training and strength training so much, like hybrid running. I love movement. That is just, it's like a core part of me. And I used to teach dance and cheerleading years ago for about, 10 years maybe? 10 years? No, maybe like 8 years. And I loved it. And about like the middle of last year, I saw a video of me, an old video of me coaching. And I was like, whoa, like I miss that. I miss being in that environment, I was just like so in my element of coaching people. And so I thought, it's not too late for me to do it. So I just decided to do it, grow my community to 20,000 followers on Instagram, meet my community in real life, be in a hair care campaign, create more, consume less, hit 5 unassisted chin-ups, post more on YouTube, save more money, and work with my dream brands. And I've listed 14 brands that I want to work with in 2026. I think it's really important to do some reflecting, and I've done that. And yeah, I'm feeling really excited going into 2026. Like, it's weird when you can just step back and see like how much you've evolved over the years, because thinking of where I was in 2023 when I was traveling and I'd finished uni and I was working at the gym and stuff, like my life has just changed so much, and like I love my life, but I can't wait for it to get even better. So if you made it to the end of this very long chatty video, I appreciate you and thank you for being here. So here is to more YouTube videos in 2026, more chatty videos. I feel like I have a bit of like anxiety and I'm like, why? I'm just talking to you guys. If you have any questions about vision boards and your goals for the new year, definitely send me a message because I love talking about this sort of stuff. The one thing I will say is get clear on your values first because that will really, really help you. But like I said, if you made it to the end, I appreciate you and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.